Hi, crafty friends. Are you guys ready for 3 different projects with an automotive funnel from the Dollar Tree? So the first one that we're going to do is we are going to make a decorative candle holder. And I thought, man, wouldn't it be cool to do multiple ones of these to set, like if you had a long table? So you can see I've got right there the gold piece. That used to have a mirror in it. There's all different designs of this that at the Dollar Tree, but I broke the mirror in the bag after I bought it. I didn't want the mirror on there anyway, so it worked out great. And then that small little candle holder that I'm pushing that styrofoam in, we're gonna actually flip that upside down so that the bottom piece is where we can set our candle on it. Because I wanted these kind of higher on my table, that way I can decorate below as well. So I tried first putting the styrofoam into this, and then I was like, okay, maybe that'll hold the top of the funnel with a little bit of hot glue. And then I was like, is that gonna work? So I was like, all right, well, first let's just put the funnel on top of this. And so I did a little bit of hot glue and just got that down into place. And then, like I said, we're gonna take that candle holder, the smaller one that we put the styrofoam in, and we're going to put that on the top of the funnel. So that's why I kind of filled it in with the styrofoam, thinking it would hold it in place. Well, once I glued it on there with hot glue, I was like, okay, back up. Let's pull that back off there. And then I ended up adding a little bit of E6000 as well with the hot glue for the top of it. And once it got all set up and everything, it was much, much better. So I don't know why, you guys, I used so much hot glue going around this. I don't know, like it was going to go anywhere. It wasn't, but okay, way more hot glue than I needed. But again, once that's set, then we're going to do this top part. And I would definitely suggest for the top part, E6000, because once, like I said, once it held really nicely. So once we get the whole thing assembled, I am going to paint it. So I'm going to grab some of my absolute favorite spray paint. It's a gold color, and it's kind of like a flat gold. I don't know. It's just so stinking cool. So I thought, ooh, let's take it outside, do some spray paint. I actually ended up doing 2 coats on it because I really wanted to make sure that black was really covered. I wanted that color to be covered. The nice thing about these taller, oversized candle holders that we're making here is you could even do, I just put a little vintage Christmas wreath-ish kind of thing on the top of it at the very end. But I was like, oh man, we could even have like stuff like hanging down. There's just so many different things we can do with these. We could paint them red or black or red or green. That would be super cool. But I just love the gold, and I think this turned out so fun. So much fun. All right, so let's do project number 2. So we're going to do another tree. This is a candlestick that I got from the Dollar Tree that I've previously used. We're doing a little upcycling here. That's why it's cream and then black for the top of it. And then one of the little round boxes, I'm just using the lid for that. That's going to kind of be like our riser part. And then we're going to put the funnel on top of that. So I need that black to disappear. I don't have any cream spray paint. That would have made it probably a whole heck of a lot easier. But I went ahead and painted it with some chalk paint. And the reason I didn't want that black on there anymore is because we're going to use some ribbon from the Dollar Tree that's kind of a creamy natural color. And I didn't want the black to show through. So that's why we did that part. So if you used a different color ribbon that wasn't as see-through as this one, you probably wouldn't have to do it. I'm using the ribbon from the Dollar Tree that's kind of that crocheted looking ribbon. Not like a lace, but it's more like a crocheted, I guess. Look, I think that's what I'm looking for. Do y'all do this? Like sometimes I say words and I'm like, is that the right word? I don't know. Maybe it's menopause brain. I'm not sure. I'm not sure what it is, but well, I'm just going to put 1 coat on here of paint. I'm not worried about completely covering it, but I just wanted to have a lighter base to all of this. And then I will do a couple coats on the bottom since that part is going to show. So I did not measure the ribbon here. I just kind of took a piece and then I was like, oh, that's about the size we want. Oh, looks perfect. Now, if you were using a wider ribbon, obviously you wouldn't need as many to go around. I mean, again, we could do these. I thought what would be cool is, you know how sometimes Dollar Tree has that velvet ribbon? I thought, oh my gosh, wouldn't that be fun? Because what we're going to do is we're just going to loop the ribbon over on itself, and then I'm going to start at the bottom of the funnel there, the wider part, and we're going to go all the way around. Then we're going to move up to our second row, and I am going to kind of split the difference between the two pieces of ribbon and start there so that they're not stacked on top of each other. They're kind of staggered for each row, and then I'm just going to work my way up to the very tippy top. And so it is a little time consuming, I will say, but once you get them all cut and you start going, it goes a whole heck of a lot easier. I ended up going through, like I said, this is thin ribbon, so I went through 4 spools. Actually, I think it was like 3.5, but whatever, 4 spools. So again, you probably wouldn't need that much if it wasn't, look, I put my finger on hot glue and didn't have the little protector on it. I know, do y'all do that too? Please tell me in the comments if you're bad like I am and accidentally touch hot glue without a finger protector on. I don't even know if I have any fingerprints left. But anyways, we're just going to do hot glue a little bit there and then just work, like I said, work our way around. Once that's done, just keep moving it up. And my friends, look how stinking fun this is. Oh my gosh. Love, love, love. All right. So are you guys ready for the third project? So we're going to do another tree. So, you know, these tens, or faux tens, I should say, from the Dollar Tree, I'm going to take off the back part because we don't need that sticky part on the back. I just want this tree to look like it's made out of the faux tin. So we're going to use another one of the automotive funnels. And this time I'm not going to put it on a riser. It'll just be sitting straight down, but you could do it however you want. And, you know, the sticky stuff is kind of a pain. So I was like, oh, let's just pull that all off there. And then I'm just going to cut different size circles and then just start gluing them all the way up the funnel. Now, if you've been to Dollar Tree recently, you might have seen their bottle brushes. They have these ones that look crazy pants. Like they're thicker and then they go thinner and then they go thicker and then they go thinner. I don't know. They're just crazy pants fun looking. And I thought, oh my gosh, that's so whimsical. Let's do it and make it look like it's this faux 10. So once you get your circles cut, all you have to do is just cut a little bit into it. And then once you cut in kind of ish the middle, then I cut a little bit of a bigger hole depending on what side or what part of the funnel I was on. Obviously, if you're down towards the bottom, it's going to need to be bigger, and as you move up, smaller. And the great thing about this is, as I started working up, I was having a whole lot more pieces than I really needed, so I just kind of was able to reuse those pieces. I tried to keep all of the seams towards the back of the tree. And I know some of you are going to be like, holy moly, this is a little whimsical for me. But I love it. I love how this turned out. So once we get all of that done, again, please wear, when you hot glue these little pieces, it gets hot. So please, if you do this project, don't burn your fingers like I did. Make sure you wear some little finger protectors there because holy moly, that got hot. But I decided to spray paint this. At first I was like, oh, wouldn't it be cool to like do silver mimicking or like a bronze? And then I was like, no, you know what? No, I'm going to do it green. Now the green is not exactly the spray paint color that I wanted, but that's okay because while the spray paint was still wet, I grabbed 2 different sizes of green glitter. I got like a really fine one and then one that has a little bit of a chunk to it. And like I said, when the spray paint was wet, I was just dumping it on there and it actually dried really cool and really fun. So here's how I did the top piece to the tree. I just used a little bit of tape, held it in place, and then just kind of rolled it around itself and then hot glued that little edge and then hot glued that to the top of the tree. So this is where you could have fun and just do it however you want. But like I said, I was inspired by that crazy looking bottle brush tree. And I was like, we are doing whimsy because sometimes whimsical is just so much fun. So here we go. We're going to start spray painting this and we're going to let it sit there while I go grab the oh gosh, what is that called? Glitter again. And my friends, it turned out so fun. Follow for more.